Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man, giving you the truth. This is the No Matrix miniseries. We breaking it down category by category, and then down the line we're gonna put it all together, and it's gonna click with you. It's gonna, this is teaching. This is what you need to enjoy your life and to see life for what it's supposed to be. On this category, we're talking about money and the workplace. Money in the workplace, whether it's your workplace is business, or whatever it is, and the mindset that we should have to do it the right way. So, this is basically connecting dots. Y'all know how I like to do it. Like, I like to connect everything together. And if you've been paying attention to my videos, most of them connect with each other. So, the workplace. Money in the workplace. Like, what should our attitude be? Let's go over some of the points of being no matrix. Remember, everybody's guilty until proven innocent. There's nothing wrong with you being suspicious. If you a no matrix person, you're going to be suspicious. You're going to have suspicions. Matrix people always want you to think you're insecure. You're paranoid. No, that's not paranoia. That's caution. So, everybody's guilty till proven innocent. And remember, you don't thirst after people. You don't need people. You don't sweat people trying to be friends, this, that, and the other. Remember, you step in that job, that's your business. Everybody has a business. If you work in a job, your job is your business. Anything that you make money, anything that has to do with money is business. And in fact, even with dealing with relationships, until they take away child support, take away alimony, then relationships is always going to be business. Until you don't have to buy these women nothing, relationships are business. Y'all understand? So, you go in the workplace. Everybody's guilty till proven innocent. Nothing wrong with suspicion. Caution is perfectly fine. People be snitching on each other at work. Trust no one. Trust is earned, and let your trust be earned slow. That's another point of being out of the matrix. Trust is earned slowly. Kind of off subject. When you committing to these women, right? That's a slow process. Just because she pretty, she got a big butt, pretty feet, whatever it is you like. You like skinny minis, whatever it is you like. Do not commit to them. Do not have kids with them. Paint your floor. Don't be having kids, man. You'll be fine. If you want kids, you have to take that slow and real, and make sure it's with somebody that even if y'all go y'all separate ways, they're good enough for you to have kids with. So, you go into work, develop your plan while you are at home on your break or whatever. Do not spend your time being polluted by gossip, by jealous coworkers trying to compete with you, trying to make it seem like they're better at the job than you. Let me tell you what happened today. So, I don't think I told y'all, but I'm going for mine. Like, I got business and I got a job now. So, here's what happened. And this just proves my point why you got to realize what you're there for. So, it was these boxes, right? I had to label, laminate these boxes, shrink wrap them, everything. Just go through the whole process. But they had a bottom top and a top that goes over it. They had the pile mixed up. My mistake was I should have been looking. Like, I'm just assuming. Remember, I went against the matrix rule. Everybody guilty until proven innocent. I should have looked and made sure everything was right. So we end up having to redo 2 of them because they had 2 bottoms. So I had to redo it. We caught it. I had to redo it. So here's what they did. Now check this out. This is how jobs are. I've only been there, I think this is the 2nd week. The other person, they done taught her everything. She been there like 2 months. So they tried to act like I was dumb after that. Like I'm just stupid because of a mistake that I made on the job. It's my first time doing it. And I just didn't look. That's basically what the mistake was. So after that, they was trying to like be over cautious with me. But you know what I did? I realized by now, man, my seatbelt twisted up. I realized by now, having made the same mistake many times through the years, quitting jobs, inconveniencing my family, that let them think whatever they want to think. Another matrix point. Another way you have to escape. Who cares what these people think? Stop caring. Stop caring. You know what you should care about? What God thinks. That's the only person really I'm going to argue with. Like if I got a problem with something he do or don't do, I'm not going to come to you talking about, man, I don't believe in God. He doing me wrong. I believe in the Most High. I'm going to go to him like, what's going on with this? Like, this is me. Like, this ain't somebody who have a problem with you. I'm not one of your ops. I might not talk to him in that language, but y'all know what I'm saying. So, this is what they do at work. The workplace, the American workplace, is one of the most toxic environments that you can encounter. And that's most of them. Most of them are toxic. They're full of people who are secretly miserable, trying to gaslight you into believing they're happy. They're taking selfies, this, that. But it's full of passive-aggressive people who are unhappy and trying to undermine you. And that's almost anything. That's what you're going to encounter that with almost anything that people have to do with. That's why sometimes you have to decide, like, okay, well, they getting on my nerve, but I need this job. Like, sometimes you're going to have to hang in there. Like, this is what you go by. If your workplace is toxic to the point where you just done had enough, you need to go look at your bank statement. I'll be honest with you. You need to look at your bank statement. Forget about benefits. Like in most states, you can get benefits. Like in Wisconsin, you can get free Badger Care. But don't stay at a job for benefits because you're going to need them if that environment is toxic to the point of what I'm talking about. So you treat your workplace like your own business. Treat it like a business. If you in customer service, what's one of the golden rules? Not argue with the customer. Do not argue with the customer. Sometimes you ain't got no choice. Some environments are different. Like I worked in jails. My motto is, I pick and choose. I use discretion because some people, you got to argue with some of them sometime. But when y'all mess up, stop trying to be friends with people at work. Sometimes it happens, most time it doesn't. And this how you know. How many jobs have you quit that you thought you was cool with this person, that person? I knew a guy at my last job, man. We was tight at work. We had each other back. You couldn't say nothing about him. He couldn't say nothing about me in front of him. You couldn't say nothing about him in front of me. As soon as he left, I just wasn't hearing from him no more. I called him up one time. He never would answer. Text him, never would respond. I had to learn, like, you know what, man? This is just the way it is. This is a business. This is business. You can't mix business with pleasure. You can't mix business with pleasure. Pleasure has to be separate. The only time you can mix business and pleasure is if you have relations with a woman and y'all are tight, you're married, or you're just your girlfriend, y'all getting along, so on and so forth. That's the only time that you can mix business with pleasure, because that relationship that you have with her is business. It's business. So you got to look at it like that. Like, I know we already covered that aspect, but let's just go here for a second. Your relationship with her, if money is always going out, but it's never coming in, then what's the rule of business in a situation like that? It's time to do what? Cut your losses, right? These women need to learn how to add money. I don't care if you're a housewife. I don't care who. You need to figure out a way to either stop money from going out because of you, other than the necessary, or cause it to come in. Cause it to come in. See, if you just making money go out, then you're a liability. But if it goes out, but more comes in than goes out, then you're an asset. You're an asset. And in the process of that, you also have other jobs. Like we talk about this all the time. Cheerleading, SE actual relief. You have other jobs. But money. What is your no matrix mindset with money? Remember, the same points apply to every component of the matrix, getting out or being in it. And money applies the same. Everybody is guilty until proven innocent. You don't trust anyone. You see how I keep going back to these same points? Now, the God game and the matrix are very similar. No matrix, God game, very similar. But the no matrix with money, everybody's guilty until proven innocent. Trust nobody. See how the same? You see them come on TV telling you this, that, oh, the economy is bad, and you look at their net worth and it's growing. Remember the rule. Trust nobody. Never believe the economy is bad. And your money, what you believe, is also important. Do not let these people on TV, do not let these people on the internet, do not let them people at your job or anybody else, your family, make you to believe the economy is bad. Believe your economy is good and make it good. Make it good. If you believe it's good, regardless of the current situation of it, but then you make it good. And then you got to work hard. I know people say work smart, they work smarter, not harder. I kind of disagree with that. Because everybody can't work smarter. Who has time to go to college? If you got a wife at home and kids, you up in your 30s or 40s, everybody don't have time to go to college, and that's just going to end up being a bill. If you're not like in a major program where you almost finish, that's going to be a bill. That's going to be a liability. You got to be able to bring money in. Now, if you want to go to college or something, you still should be bringing money in. Do DoorDash. Go deliver pizzas. Go deliver newspapers. Go clean a building. Cook something. But you should always, I don't care if you I want to focus on school. If you're not rich already, or somebody rich ain't funding you, you gonna have to do something to bring some money in, or you gonna be so backwards that by the time you start moving forward, you're playing too much catch up. You playing too much catch up. So you got to do something to bring in money. like I say, whether you're a stay-at-home mom, whatever your situation is, find a way to increase funds. Because it's hard, man. Take it from me. Like, my wife is a stay-at-home mother. And that doesn't guarantee anything. Take it from me. And what I would say is in 2022, it's 10 times as hard as it was, say, 20 years ago. Everything goes up in price. And like I tell people all the time, people, oh, you should do this, you should do that. You're not in my situation. You have a working spouse. You can't tell me what I should do unless you are in my situation. So work harder. To me, I think a person who doesn't make enough from one job to be well off, I'm talking about a wallet full of money, you got money over here, money over there, you need a second job, or you need to do a second thing. Because for one, remember, trust no one. You don't know what the government is trying to do. We know they don't like us by what they do. I mean, that's just a fact. They don't like the American people. Not the ones that you would think they would like, the ones that don't make no problems. They just go to work, they do things, they pay their tax. No. Look at the laws that's been passed in the last 2 years. And you tell me, do they like the average law-abiding, ethical United States citizen? What you think? So, from a money aspect, no matter what they say, in fact, I would tell you, do not watch any news talking about we in a depression, we in a recession. Because here's what happens when you're in a real recession. The richest people also see a hit. If they still getting richer, they still seeing profit, you ain't in no recession. Because think about it. Think about it like this. Elon Musk, Bezos, they got stuff going all over the place. If it ain't no money, they gonna take the biggest hit, right or wrong. Don't listen to that stuff, man. What you should be doing, you go to the store or buy you a notebook and start writing down what you gonna do to cause your money to increase. And do not be the dumb Christian who getting pimped by pastors, but you ain't doing nothing because you think the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. So you not doing nothing to increase your wealth. Increase your wealth. Read the parable of the 10 talents. Read the parable of the 10 talents, man. You tell me that the wealth of the wicked is the root of all kinds of evil. I'm only going to work my one job. And I'm going to go and fly kites with my kids every night. How much you got in the bank? 800. How many kids you say you had? 4. You only got $800 in the bank. And you got 4 kids. You, sir, need to work a little harder. What do you mean I need to work a little harder? You need to work a little harder. You need to get that 800 up to 8,000 or 80,000. What if something happened to you? It's the next thing. Remember what I say? Caution is good. Being cautious is matrix-free living. You should be cautious. You should have life insurance. If it got canceled because you went into a money problem, get a different policy. Build your policies back up again. And even if you say, well, I can't afford life insurance right now, you know what you do? Get you some jars. Put your kid's name on it and just start stuffing money in there. See, y'all getting punked by bill collectors. You want good credit. Don't take this the wrong way. You do want good credit. But why are you getting punked by bill collectors to the point where you're not putting nothing up for yourself or your kids because you worry about what's your goofy, I can't even talk, your goofy uncles and cousins. Forget them. Most of them are ops, man. They not going to help you. And they looking for a reason. They want you to fail. They want to be able to criticize you. A lot of these people, your old friends, remember, trust no one. Trust is earned slowly. Trust is earned slowly. Be a person that could be a good friend, but a person who is going to take time for you to consider others as your friend. You see? So you have to work on getting money. Stop watching, oh, the secret society is the Illuminati. Know about it, but carry on. Know about it, carry on. If you know about it, you don't carry on, you playing into their hands. You matrix. You matrix. If you not giving your all, giving 100%, because you worried about the CERN, you worried about the secret societies, you missing it. That stuff might not completely come to pass in your lifetime. And you don't spend all your time, why would I do this? Well, because, for all I know, they could be trying to end it and bring the mark of the beast. No one knows when the mark of the beast come. When it does come, deal with it then. Get money, man. Get money. Forget friends. Listen. Make ends, not friends. You make ends, you're going to have friends. Show me a rich person that don't got no friends. Show me one. It's by choice if they don't. But anyway, thanks for watching. This is the No Matrix series, the mini-series. On this one, like I said, we talking about money in the workplace. Listen, those dudes that think they cute at your job, they think they could get more women, they calling you ugly, they going snitching on, forget them. They're dumb. They simps. Forget them. Here's another rule. And y'all gonna hear me talking about this a lot too. Learn how and when to gaslight. You know when the time you need to gaslight people? At work. That's where I messed up many times. I should have been gaslighting more. You can't be the realest at work. You gotta learn how to gaslight at work. So when that happened with her, at first I was like, man, I ain't even finna be talking to these people, man. Then I said, you know what? That's that matrix stuff. They don't matter. Another thing. When people try to step on your toes, never forget, they don't matter that much. You don't take misery home from work because they don't matter. They're there, you're there. That's all the only connection you should have. Unless you vet this person out, because remember, you got to vet out all people. Like if it's a possible friend, like a guy y'all can end up going fishing and stuff like that, you got to vet them out too. Like, man, do I really want to hang with this guy? If my tire blow out in the middle of the night, is he going to come out and help me? Or he going to make excuses? If he going to make excuses every time it's time for him to help you, why would you deal with him? That's the main person that'll be stabbing you in the back. Like you ever talk to somebody in the text and you could just tell that they trying to act like you bothering them, and you be like, that's why I don't call you. You be acting like a little punk. That's why I don't be calling you. Because you act like a little punk. Somebody try to text you, try to talk to you a little bit. These dudes be acting like they Patrick Ewing in the 90s or Michael Jordan or something. You ain't. You know what, man? I done covered this. So I'm going to end. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. Thanks for watching. Shout out to all my new subscribers. Make sure y'all hitting the like button. Make sure y'all sharing the content. Let's get this to another level. This is going to be a channel. Literally. Help me do it. Help me do it. That's why I call it the All Subjects channel. Help me do it. I guarantee you, you will be blessed. I can guarantee it. And I will see all of you tomorrow with more videos.